Silly mortal, can you hear me? I am Imperatia, and this is a video on my custom mage class called Mage-Lord. This video has been requested by a viewer. In this class I use Dark Elf as a race, mainly because of the bonuses to destruction and short blade, but I also like the attribute distribution. Strength, intelligence and agility are all at 40, which I like. What I like even more is that speed starts at 50, because I don't like starting out with a slow as snail character. Of course, if you plan to get the Boots of Blinding speed first thing, then you might as well not bother with that. Next, gender doesn't matter too much here. You either get better endurance or better personality. So, either people like you more initially or you get better health initially. Next is birth sign. Here the only real choices are Atronach or Apprentice. I choose Atronach. It gives you 50% spell absorption and more magicka multiplier, but it significantly complicates your magicka regeneration. So, having alchemy to make restore magicka potions is a must here, because, well, in the Mages Guild, those potions restock monthly, and although it's an in-game month, that takes forever. In shops where you can buy those spells, they don't restock at all, except in one case, and in that case you need to buy it one at a time. So if you want to buy 30 potions, it takes forever. So specialization, magic of course. Favorite attributes are intelligence. You start with 30 more magicka than you would otherwise. Then I also choose strength. Now, this is probably not the most efficient route if you're thinking combat wise, because strength won't affect the strength of your spells at all, and I have mostly spells in my skill list, but it's somewhat of a personal preference, because I like to have as much encumbrance as possible, because I'm a hoarder that picks up literally everything, especially since I've played Fallout 4, where literally everything has value. Next are major skills and minor skills. I'll start with major skills. Of course, given what bonuses Dunmer gives, you can probably guess that I'm going to include Destruction and Short Blade, which start with very respective 45 and 40 respectively. Other major skills for me were Alteration, this is mostly for open spell, and Levitation and Water Walking. Next is Restoration, for healing obviously, and for fortifying skills. I especially like to use it to fortify my alchemy to make better potions, and to fortify my speechcraft, so that I don't have to fail a lot or use up all my money for persuading NPCs. Then there's also Mysticism, which is useful for teleportation. So Those start with Destruction 45, Alteration 35, Mysticism 40, Restoration 35, Short Blade 40, and Alchemy 20, because I've already added it to minor skills. Though it's a bit too low, but I prioritized those. Other minor skills that I used were Enchant. This is probably the most useless of the lot. I haven't actually enchanted anything yet, and well, if I was going to train it via NPCs, then it'd be probably best to have it among the miscellaneous skills, because well, every time I train I gain more towards leveling up, so it's kind of poor choice, I guess. Others I have are Mercantile and Speechcraft. Again, this here is a bit of a poor judgment, Speechcraft I mean, because it's not especially useful even at 15. Like 5 or 15, it's not useful in either of those levels. So either it'd be best if I either used it among my major skills or just left it at 5 and then trained up to like 50 without leveling up. Then the last minor skill is, of course, yes, athletics. I have this habit that I always add either athletics or acrobatics to my major or minor skills in each playthrough that I do. Basically for travel. It starts at 20, nothing too big, but it's better than starting at 5. So, to recap, my main skills, my main combat skills: Short Blade 40, Destruction 45. I wanted to have these two as high as possible. Then I have Alteration for travel, Levitation, Water Walking, and Opening Chests. Then I have Mysticism for teleportation. Then I have Restoration for healing and fortifying. Then I have Alchemy for restoring magicka, although this would also be more useful among major skills. But this is the composition I did this time. So what else is there? Mercantile and Speechcraft. Mercantile doesn't matter to me too much. It's better 15 than 5 at least. Speechcraft, well, it's still bad. Well, I had big problems with doing Imperial cult quests because I couldn't convince people of anything without bribing, and since I was looking to gather gold from those people, it's kind of pointless to give them gold first and then ask them for it. Kind of counterproductive, really. And I still did it once. Like, what the F? So, this is my build, Mage-Lord. Now, foolish mortal, make sure you like this video, and if you found something worth commenting about, leave a comment, obviously. Maybe you didn't like this build, you saw something wrong with it. Maybe you have your own build that you like to play. Maybe you have a suggestion for another video. Or whatever. And be sure to subscribe. You know, other barely sentient creatures like yourself often make the rookie mistake of subscribing to other channels instead of mine. Be sure not to be that guy, okay? And if you need like special help in subscribing to my channel, be sure to check out this video of mine. Now, have a good one, mortal.